Hello, people. Coming at you live from the car. Decided to shoot a quick video, as I do while I'm in the vehicle a lot, and talk about just finding a good partner in digital marketing. I'm on my way back from a meeting with a clothing brand that is actually has a lot of ambassadors, or celebrity ambassadors, and part of what we were talking about was how to grow the numbers, how to kind of how to really take the product to the next level. And I think that's where a lot of other companies out there fail. And I don't want to be a hater or anything, but there's a lot of SEO companies or content marketing companies, social media companies that shouldn't be listing themselves as a social media marketing company, and that's mainly because they don't know, they don't have the experience to to back that up, to back that brand up, or to back up that skill set. And I think that when people talk about this industry and how it's hard to find a good SEO contractor, it's good to find somebody good that can do social media, it's hard to find somebody good that can do digital marketing, I think it's because we just don't do the research, or there's no information out there to help with that. So that's what I'm going to hopefully provide you with. Now, I've been in the digital marketing space for about 15 years. Some of the new people will say that that I used to rip people off by building links in India and Philippines and at tens of dollars and charging thousands of dollars for it. Well, in all reality, when that was done, the link quality wasn't as monitored by Google, so it was an acceptable practice. Everybody was doing it, and I wasn't personally charging tens of thousands of dollars or thousands of dollars and paying tens of dollars. I was keeping the cost down for my clients by offloading heavy lifting to offshore. I would never send over sophisticated link building stuff or content production or anything like that, which some companies do, but so I've never done that personally. So anybody that says that dishonesty existed is really uneducated, because that was how everybody was doing business back in that time. A lot of those links were not super high quality, but that's what Google was allowing. And of course you're going to do a lot of people do the status quo for certain things like that. We were doing other advanced linking technology like infographics, video, social media. We were one of the first to do social media marketing and get viral stuff done with that at my larger company in the city of San Francisco. So one way that you can really kind of determine whether or not an SEO company or a content marketing company knows what they're doing is the number of years they've been in business doing the same thing. Or are they trying to do too many things? Are they a web designer? Are they a graphic marketing guy? Are they or girl? Are they a videographer? Are they doing everything digital? Because in my experience, companies that do everything digital don't really do anything real well. They do a lot of things okay, and they may have one or two products that they do very well. Usually that's the core product that they've had the whole time, and then they've just added on these other things because they see buckets of money that they could potentially go after, which I think is where a lot of people are getting screwed in the process. So for us, I've always been in the digital marketing space. I've always done SEO. I've always done content marketing, which is it's the same thing. So is social media. Social media is just a spin on content marketing. You're taking content, you're posting it on their platform. It's the same thing as producing an article and posting that on the article platform, or a blog post and posting it in your blog. It's all content. It's all marketing, and anybody that's spinning it and saying that it's different is clueless and run the other way. So that's one way that you can tell, if your company or the person you're talking to is worth exploring. If you're looking to offload some of your marketing strategy or your marketing campaigns. The other is case studies. Ask for some case studies. Ask for some clients. Talk to some past clients. Of course, if somebody asks me for a client to a referral, of course I'm going to give them a good referral. I'm not going to give them my worst client. But my worst client was a lady that ran a cat rescue, and she was a little bit off. So of course I'm not going to use her as my reference, because no matter what I could have done for her, she was not going to be happy because she just didn't get it. Anyways, references, case studies, past projects is another one. How long have they been in the industry? I've already kind of talked about that. Google these people. Have they consistently been doing the same thing, or are they kind of jumping around from whatever's the flavor of the month is to the next flavor? Because that's what I find a lot of people in this industry. They've started out as a web designer, and then they decide that I can do digital marketing because I read a few things on the internet. There is a lot of information on the internet, but part of the job, and I'm also reading the internet because things change. Google's changing their algorithm all the time. But part of my job and where I add value is I'm able to decipher what is actually worth following and what is just garbage. Because the great thing about the internet is you can find information on just about any subject, any person, any place, anything. The downside is everybody gets a voice. There's no filter to filter out the people that don't know what they're talking about, or the people that are just that should not have a voice. Google the person that you're going to work with. What have they been doing? Are they are they a professional in this industry? Do other people, are they belonging to, do they belong to chambers? Do they belong to other groups that that are that kind of add legitimacy to their to what they do? Are they HubSpot certified? Actually, I don't even have that stuff on my new website yet, but I am Inbound certified by HubSpot. I do have Google PPC certifications. So those are things that you ask. Do you have any certifications through Google? Have you done any training through Google? Have you done any training, in this industry? Or what's their background? I mean, now I know that there's some schools out there that give digital marketing education, but also be forewarned on that. This information changes so fast that in order for the curriculum to stay up to what is new, they're not able to. The accredited schools are not able to stay up with all the new stuff that's coming out, because technology is just changing all the time. But having that along with some real world business experience is very helpful. Now, one of the trends I see lately is the Millennial Tag. I'm a millennial, so I know digital. I grew up in digital. Well, that would be great if the only people you're targeting are millennials. But you're not targeting just millennials if you want to have a successful business. You're targeting, and millennials are a very small segment of business for most businesses. You want to have business experience dealing with people that are in Generation X, Y, Z, whatever. Not saying that there's not millennials out there that are smart and that are able to help you. It's just be cautious about the Millennial Tag that is out there. Like I know a couple social media companies in my area that use the Millennial Tag, and one is pretty good, but lacks some business experience, and I think misses out on a few opportunities. And that's not what you want. This is a war. It's a war out there, people. It's a war. You want somebody that's going to go to battle for you. Somebody that's not going to be all fluffy and soft and, just, trying to baffle people with beautiful butterflies and whatever. It's business is business, man. And it is a war out there, and you better have somebody ready to go to war and somebody that's ready to do battle for you, because it's cutthroat. Nobody's gonna say, wait a minute, you didn't get your social posts in. Okay, I won't do mine either. It's gonna be, the person that's winning is the person that's gonna have that kind of mentality that this is a war and I want to win this war. So, so that's another way to tell if your industry or your person is a good SEO company. So another way that you can tell if your company is good is look at their channels. Now, I'll be the first to admit that I'm not going to be posting socially, as much as I do for my clients, because I just don't have the time to be posting that much, and I'm doing my clients' work. So, but I do have a good presence. In fact, I have multiple social channels that I'm present in, and that's that's a sign of a good company if they're able to do a good job for themselves on social channels. Anyways, I gotta go. Hope these tips helped you, and look forward to speaking with you down the road, hopefully. Thanks for listening.